Hey, what's up, everyone? Um, Back at it here today with another One Piece tier list. Today we're going to be looking at OPO3 Pillars of Strength. Um, in my opinion, this is out of the sets we've looked at so far. I think this is probably the best one yet. The artworks here are super. It's at least the most unique one. I'd definitely say that. Most likely, probably most unique set in all of One Piece. But let's just go ahead and jump in. Start off by looking at these super rares here. They did an amazing job with these super rares. First one being the Rob Lucci. Yeah, this one's definitely not great. Sitting at 35 cents though, just his face looks a little bit weird. I don't know, just nothing crazy going on here. Definitely better than some of the previous super rares from some of the other sets where it's just the basic anime art style just sitting there doing nothing. So definitely props to them for they definitely dialed down on the laziness especially compared to OPO2. They definitely commissioned a lot more artists to get some unique looking things. So next we got the Usopp Super Rare. Um, Pretty cool. Nothing super crazy going on. 50 cents though. It's a straw hat. I mean, you can't really go wrong with that. So I'll throw that in great deal just because it's Usopp. So for 50 cents, that's pretty good. Next we got Don Krieg. Um, I do actually like this artwork. I really like the splash of blue in the background compared to all this angriness that's going on. It's a little peaceful back there. For 61 cents, I mean, it's not bad. Like I said, with all these super rares, if you can get them for less than $1, then it's always going to be a decent pickup. So I'll put that up in great deal. Just because there's not really too much marginal loss there. I mean, even if it does crash, I mean you're only losing like 50 cents. So next we got Polly. This art style is a little bit weird. It's more of a kind of comic book art style. Had not seen Polly in probably about 700 episodes, so kind of a forgotten character. Um, for $1, I mean, I don't know. It's just kind of bit of a basic artwork, so I'm going to just throw him in good deal. Got Pero Sparrow. I actually really do like this artwork. I'm really a fan of any artwork that isn't just slapped straight from the anime onto a card. I mean, I really like Pero Sparrow as a character. I think they did a great job with the super rare. So I'll throw him up in. Well, how much is he worth? $1.60. I'll put him in good deal. We got Charlotte Linlin, Big Mom. I think this is a pretty cool artwork. I would definitely be. Oh, for $3 though. Ooh, a little bit steep. Little bit steep. I'll put it in a good deal. It's a pretty cool artwork. I mean, of Big Mom as well. Um, yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. We got Kaku. I actually am a pretty big fan of Kaku, especially with his recent comeback in the anime. But I didn't see the shadow of the giraffe. That's pretty cool. I like that little detail. But for $5, I think it's a little bit overpriced. I'd probably pick it up for about $3. I do like the little detail of the giraffe shadow back there, so I'll give it props for that. Got Charlotte Cracker. This is a sick artwork. It almost looks like an alt art with him. I love the little gleam in his eye, him kind of popping out, kind of just like he did in the anime, where he was like Luffy thought he was fighting these big cracker guys, but then he pops out of nowhere. For 380, I think that's a really good deal. That artwork looks sick, so be very happy picking him up. We got Isho. Isho is a pretty interesting character. Don't want to drop any spoilers, but we just got some pretty big lore from him, and that is going to make him obviously a pretty big character in the final arcs of One Piece. So I think paying $4 for it, the artwork's pretty clean. I really like what they did with this one, with the kind of thicker lines here. Really good artwork. I would be very happy paying $4 for this. So I'm gonna put that in great deal, even though it's that expensive for a super rare. I think that's this is a pretty good artwork. So be very happy paying that. Going to the final super rare with Marco. Really, he spiked up lately. He must have had a big presence in the TCG, because usually One Piece cards don't spike $4 like this, especially these super rares. I mean, it's kind of hard to make a bad Marco card. This is definitely probably one of the weakest ones. So I will go ahead and put that in overpriced, but I still think it'd probably be overpriced paying $6 for it anyway. So I don't know. We'll keep an eye on him. Go ahead and move on over to the alt arts. Starting off with the Geen alt art. Now I know Geen is a very minor character, and we haven't seen him in quite a while, but man, this artwork is sick. I mean, they did not have to go this hard for this Geen artwork. I mean, whew, this they went crazy for this. For 450. That's a sleeper right there. I'd love to pick up a bunch of those. I mean, that's a crazy sleeper right there. That artwork's fire. Got the Krieg alt art. Not a big fan of this one. Kind of with Geen, Krieg is extremely minor character. Artwork's kind of boring here as well. I don't I don't know why they have him being shot with some like laser beam. I don't think Krieg was ever shot with like, any kind of laser beam like this. So I don't know why they're having him drawn like that. Yeah, it's for $6. I'm putting that in slightly overpriced. I do not want to pay $6 for this. It's just a little bit of a weird one. Got the Rob Lucci alt art. This is a pretty sick card. It's kind of like the Zoro from OPO2. I wonder if it's by the same guy. Yeah, it is. Yeah, same one as this. Kind of reminds me of it. I actually like it a little bit better, just because there's a lot more varying colors in that Zoro. That Zoro is just a little bit. It's the whole card is just like dark red. This one looks pretty good though. I really like this, how they made Rob Lucci look. For $6 as well. That's it's another sleeper right there. Where is he at? I think he'd stand out. Huh. Dang. Here he is. I'm gonna put that in great deal. I really like that one. Moving on to the Usopp alt art. Nothing crazy going on here. Yeah, I mean, it is Usopp for $7. It's just nothing's really happening here. I'll just put him in good deal. I can't really see him moving too much, but I cannot say the same thing for this next one, Sniper King. I mean, god dang, they went hard for this one. This looks sick. Holding his freaking pellet just floating in his hand. His aura, man. Oh my gosh. I'd drop $100 on this card right now, dude. can't believe this card's at less than $10. I'm throwing that in a great deal. Like I said, guys, I think OPO3 is definitely one of the stronger sets we've gotten. Poly alt art, nothing crazy going on here. I mean, like I said, Poly's a pretty forgettable character, so has been going back up a little bit. Yeah, paying $10 for it. Way rather pick up that Sniper King. Um, I don't know. I'm gonna go and throw him in slightly overpriced. Zeph Altar, I think they could have done a lot more here. I wish they would have zoomed out a little bit so we could. I really like the detail of Zeph's chef hat being so tall. I wish we zoomed out a little bit so we could see a bit of that. I mean, it does still look pretty tall, but I just love the ridiculousness of how tall it is. Also, just frying up some rice and whatever in this one. He's not really doing nothing crazy, so. I don't know. I do really like Zeph as a character, but $10. I mean, I don't think he's gonna move much. I'd pay $10 for it, but yeah, I don't think he's gonna move all that much. Got the Charlotte Cracker alt art. Now I actually think the super rare is better than this, and not to say I don't like this. It's just it's a little bit basic. I think the super rare had a lot cooler stuff going on for it. This one's just kind of basic. $13 for it though. Yeah, I'm gonna throw that in slightly overpriced just because I don't know. I like that super rare a lot more than this. So yeah, might be just my opinion though. Got the Parasparrow. Pretty cool. I mean, it's definitely better than the super. It's just a little bit basic. I do really like the background here with his candy castle. Just think he himself looks, I mean, just kind of basic. Like all the candy floating around him. $14. I think that's a pretty good deal. Can't see him getting too much higher though, but I don't think he will drop down all that much. Now, the more I look at this card, the more I come to like it. The only thing that's thrown me off is Big Mom's face here, but everything else, I mean, Prometheus's face looks sick. I love Napoleon's face. I think this is Zeus. Zeus looks so freaking evil down here. I really, like I said, the more I look at it, it's growing on me. Pretty sick artwork. I definitely dropped down a lot. It was about $40 right before the crash, and sitting at below 15 has definitely come up though. So want to watch out for this one. I'm actually gonna throw that in great deal. I think that could get back up to like a $30. This could get back up to like a $30 card. I'm not usually a huge fan of the realistic art styles, but this one's pretty dope. Moving on to the next page, we got the Fire Fist alt art. Now I think this is one of the only event alt arts. I don't know. It looks like they kind of played it safe with keeping like the secret air border. I wish it was the whole card. Yeah, I don't know. For 15, $16, I think it's really just only playable. So yeah, I don't know. I really only see this being like a $5 card. Keep that in overpriced. Got the first of probably one of my favorite little I don't know, would you call it a gimmick? I don't know, just kind of a little artwork out with the black and white character and then the color in the background. I'm a huge fan of these artworks. I think a lot of them they did mess the character up a little bit just with the face. They're all done by the same guy, but I love the colors pop on all of these. Captain Kuro was $50 down to $18.20. I think it is. This one's just a little bit overpriced. But I would still love to have a collection of all of these just because of how unique they look. Got the Isho alt art. I'm again. I like the super rare a little bit more than this one. Definitely dropped down $22. I mean, just a little bit basic. I do like the black lines. Kind of implying he's weighing himself down with the gravity fruit or whatever it's called. He's using his devil fruit. I do like that, but it's such a subtle thing that a lot of people are gonna miss, and no one's really gonna care about anyway. So I think it's a little bit overpriced. I'd really only pay $15 for it. Now this is where the laziness of this set comes in with these dang wanted posters. I'm not quite sure how these are gonna hold up. I'm not the biggest fan, but it's definitely interesting. I do want to keep an eye on them, but yeah, for $25, I mean it's a Doflamingo. I do like the colors on this. I think they match pretty well. But Doflamingo himself, I mean that's a super early snapshot of Doflamingo. They could have. Is that? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that is his wanted poster in the show. I don't really remember ever seeing his wanted poster, but if they did, they definitely showed it off very early. I don't want you around, honey. Stupid. Get out of here. Oh my gosh. I don't know. Just a little bit weird for $25. Uh, I'd be fine paying it. Yeah, I'd be fine with it. Moving on to the Big Mom. I really do like these. I like she feels like she's kind of holding souls in her hand with these little pink dots right here. I'm actually a pretty big fan of this one. Was 68 down to 25. I think that's a pretty good deal. I'd pick up, maybe one or two of these. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Got the Rob Lucci. Again, the face just looks a little bit weird, but I love the colors in the back. Again, all of these ones they're pretty cool. Someone was willing to pay about almost $90 for it, so I I'll also just on the border slightly overpricing, good deal, but I still think it is a good deal, but can see it dropping down to about $20 maybe. Iceberg, this one they really mess his face up. Looks a little bit too serious. Iceberg is definitely a goofier character in the show. I do love his little mouse guy here. I forgot what he named it, but I remember he named it something funny. I do really like the purple though. Purple looks really cool. 27. Yeah, I see this being probably one of the cheapest one of these. I'm gonna put him in slightly overpriced. But yeah, we'll keep an eye on him. Marco Altar, I love this card. I mean, they did a fantastic job with these colors, and like I said, it's hard not to do a hard to mess up a Marco card. So love these colors, man. I have seen this one in person, and the texture on it goes absolutely crazy. So for about $30, I mean, I'd be very very happy picking this up. I'm gonna throw this in. I'm gonna throw this in good deal just because I wouldn't really want to pay any much more than that, but wouldn't be opposed. But I'd be very happy paying $27 for it if I can. Got this Charlotte Pudding. I'm a huge fan of this artwork. I love this artwork. I picked this up at one of my local game stores. A pretty minty copy. I'm wanting to send in, so pretty excited about that. But yeah, I'm really love this artwork. Obviously, waifu factor and whatnot. Dipped down a bunch. It was almost $70 and sent about a little bit less than half, or more than half, I guess. I think this is a pretty good deal. I mean, I picked mine up for I want to say it was like $36. maybe 35, 34. And I mean, it's only gotten cheaper since, but I think I definitely, I was definitely happy paying 35 bucks for it just because of how good the artwork is on it. Got the Kaku. Yeah, this one I'm not really messing with. Don't really like this one. His face looks a little bit derpy. I don't know. Don't really like the angle that's going on here. Would not really want to pay 32 bucks for it. But I guess it is like yeah, it's definitely just playable in the anime or in the TCG. So I'm throwing that overpriced. The Spandam alt art. This dude was so annoying. I don't even know why they made a card for. I mean, I know why they made a card, but it's just like this artwork is so stupid. um, yeah, he's just got to be playable. I think he should be sitting around the $7-8 range that he was in December. Definitely would not pay 32 bucks for him. Got the Arlong. I really like this Arlong. I love the blue, the light blue on him, and the sun pirate patch on him. I love that they turned that blue, and they did a great job of illustrating Arlong here. So peaked at almost 80 bucks and is down to 35. I'm throwing that in good deal. The Kaido wanted poster. Yeah, not a huge fan of this one. Do like the purple, but for 45 bucks was about 80. Yeah, I think this one's overpriced. I'd really only be wanting to pay like $30 for these wanted posters, but yeah, maybe that's just me. Maybe someone is in love with them. Got the Ace. Now they really mess his face up. He does not look like this. But if his face was correct, the everything else on this card looks dope. I love the darkish red they used for it. Was $133 and it's sitting at 53. I'm gonna keep watching this, but I'd be happy paying like 40 bucks for it if I can. So gonna keep on watching it. Got the Khalifa. Now obviously there's a very big reasons why this card is this expensive. So I mean, I'm not opposed for it. It's definitely gets keep going up, but for about 60 bucks, I mean, it's kind of hard to say. Obviously all the waifus are gonna hold their value, so I'm gonna put in it slightly overpriced, but I know some people that would be very happy paying 60 bucks for it, so I'm gonna keep watching it. I'd probably pick it up for 45 if it ever gets down to there. Yeah, pretty cool art. Got the Katakuri secret. I believe this is the most expensive secret in the TCG. I think. With it being $60, I mean, people love Katakuri, and I'm one of them. But almost 60 bucks for the secret. I mean, I guess it goes to show how much these secrets can be. I do really like the artwork, but for 60 bucks, these there's two more Katakuri cards that I think are definitely a whole lot better. So I think that's by far overpriced, but yeah. Got the Captain Kidd wanted poster. I don't know. His face looks a little bit weird. I'm not a huge fan of how they were drawing Kidd pre-Wano. I think they really nailed his design in Wano. So yeah, not a huge fan of how it looks. 68 bucks. Yeah, definitely been dropping. Not too much though. I guess in the past month it has dropped down a bit, but yeah, I'm throwing that in overpriced. Then we got the Monkey D. Luffy wanted poster with it being obviously the most expensive one. I am a pretty big fan of this one. Um, 85 bucks was 160. Wow. Still dropping. I think it's going to drop even more. I would love to pick this up at about, if it got down to 60, 70, I'd be very, very happy to pick up a few of these, especially if they're super mint. I'd love picking this up. I think this one's definitely going to hold its value. So I'm going to throw that in. I'm going to throw that in good deal now, even though I know it's going to drop a little bit more. But I still wouldn't be mad paying 85 just because I know in the future it's going to be a pretty unique card. I don't think there's going to be really too many others like it. So I know some people probably want to have that in their collection. Moving on to the Katakuri alt art. This is definitely pretty sick. Love the mirror world. Love all his fists. Yeah, love the Conqueror's Hockey Black Lightning there. Definitely killed it. Was 140 down to 86. Starting to pick up just a little bit. So I think we're gonna keep an eye on it, but I think I'd be happy paying 86 for it. But probably want to keep an eye on it, see if it does drop down anymore. Yeah, we'll play it safe with that. Moving on to the Katakuri one. Now, this card is really, really cool, but his face is just a little bit off. It just looks a little bit off. So that ruins it for me just a little bit. 262. Wow. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know. If someone was willing to pay 262, maybe I am wrong, but I don't know. It's just it's nothing too wild. I think it is overpriced. I think it should be about 80, 90, probably about 90 bucks. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on it. I'm probably wrong, and this thing is going to spike all the way back up to 200 tomorrow, but you know, never know. Now this Nami one, this artwork right here, is probably one of my favorite artworks in the entire TCG. I mean, they just nailed it. You can tell he really spent a lot of time on this one, really getting her face down. Really like the Arlong symbol instead of the tangerine. I was colored orange. Killed it. I mean, it doesn't really make any sense since she has her staff here, which she doesn't get until after Arlong Park. But that's neither here nor there. Dope artwork, and is one of the very few cards that have actually gone up more than it was before the big drop. It was 170 before, got down to 150, and it's up to 178 now. So I'm going to Collecticon this weekend. So if I can find a pretty mint copy of this card, I'm picking it up in a heartbeat. I mean, this is just a beautiful card. I'm throwing this in good deal. I'd be very happy paying 180 for it, just because of how awesome it is, and it's also Nami. So yeah, they killed it with that. Moving on to the manga. Obviously probably one of the worst mangas we got. Not sure why for the third one they chose to do Sniper King, but I mean it's definitely reflected in the price. Dipping hard. Was 660 down to 400 now. So I mean, most affordable one. I do really like Sniper King, but I'd pick up 1,000 of those Sniper King alt arts before I'd pick up a Sniper King manga. Sorry about that. I'm also just not sure why they put Usopp in the background for Sniper King, but yeah, that doesn't really make any sense. But anyway, I'm gonna put Sniper King in. I mean, for manga, 400 bucks. Yeah, you can't go wrong with that. Especially for a booster box that's this expensive for 230. Speaking of, I think this is this more expensive than Romance Dawn right now? 238. It is by $7. Wow. So this is the most expensive One Piece booster box, and I think, right now, I think rightfully so. Honestly, I think this is better than Romance Dawn. Never really dropped off after all the reprints and everything. Really kind of held its price. I mean, definitely dipped down a little bit, but I mean, I couldn't even tell that, by looking at this. All the other One Piece graphs look the same, but this one, I mean, still going strong. Has dipped down in the past week or so. Like I said, all these One Piece boxes are great deals right now. I can see all of them being about $500 in a year or two. But yeah, that finishes the tier list. A lot of great deals up here. I'm big fans of a lot of these. Really, a lot of good deals as well. Pretty fire set. So yeah, I'm excited to keep an eye on it. See if some of these cards get the love they deserve. But yeah, I will catch y'all hopefully tomorrow to take a look at OPO4. And yeah, I'll hopefully see you then.